Now the gag is I'm not where I need to be in my chair. So how does this work for us? Hey. On the YouTubes, we're getting ready to get started. We're covering Dubai reunion, Dorit and Maurice, Porsha coming back to Housewives of Atlanta, Dr. Heavenly and Kari. So that's what we shall be talking about on today's 1-2. I'm gonna go head over here to TikTok really quick, get them situated, and we'll be back. Okay, we're going live up here. It's not letting me do my gift settings, so let's just do it. Hello. Come on in the room. If you were here, we are on YouTube, Housewives and Chit Chat on YouTube. We are covering Dubai reunion looks. We're covering Dorit and Mauricio. We're covering possible Atlanta comeback from Porsha. We're covering Dr. Heavenly and Kari. So if you are over here, please come over here. Let's do that. Why don't us? Hey. As you come on in the room, we are over here on YouTube at Housewives and Chit Chat on YouTube. So if you have a YouTube and you don't mind, come on over here. We're going to be getting started on our topics at 6:10, but we are trying to grow this YouTube page. So if you could come over there, Housewives and Chit Chat on YT. I'm not really sure how many times they're going to let me say this here to you. So if you could, and the really cool thing about that app is that you can minimize it and still use your phone. So you can really listen to us like a full podcast. So if you don't mind, leave here and come here. That would be very, very helpful. I'm going to go ahead and write that in the chat for you guys. Y'all know I don't know how to pin a top. Oh, wait, is it? Y'all know I don't know what I'll be doing over here. No, it's not that. So let's just write it down. Hey, Mary. Thank you for coming over. Housewives and boom. Hey, Ashley. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You guys are so cool. Hey, friend. We are getting started with all of our topics today on the YT app. So if you don't mind, if you have it, if you can join us over here, we are going to be covering Housewives of Dubai reunion looks. We are going to be talking about Dorit and Mo. We're going to be talking about Porsha's comeback. I watched Dr. Heavenly's podcast, so we're going to get into that. And at 6:10, I am going to cut you guys short, probably over here on the YouTube, or maybe on the TikTok, and maybe just talk to you on YouTube. As you guys are coming in on the YouTube, go ahead and give us a like. We really, really appreciate that. And then in the chat, if you saw the Dubai reunion looks, tell me what you thought about it. If you're watching Big Brother, tell me what you think. That's what we need in this YT chat happening over here. Again, just come on, leave this app, and I'm right here. Come on into the YT and give us a like. That would be the most amazing. Oh, you poured me a big glass, huh? Got a little afternoon mimosa so we can get into this gossip, I'm late to everything. I'm here to get the scoop of the day. Well, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. We gonna get the scoop. So happy hump day from Fort Lauderdale. Cheers to a good week. Cheers, Fort Lauderdale. Um, okay, so while Housewives and Chit Chat, same exact name. Thank you so much for the gift. It's same exact name. It's on the YT app. As you come on over to YT, give us a like as you get here and let us know in the chat that you're here. We've got a few more minutes. We're going to get started at 6:10 on the new topics. Okay, since Mary says she comes here to get the scoop and she's behind and this already happened, why don't you tell me what you thought about Ross standing up and addressing the girls on Housewives of Atlanta? Tell me what you thought about that. Also, if you don't know, if you want to know, I am on the most recent Bravo Cella episode on the Real Andy of Beverly Hills on YouTube as well. So if you go type that in, Real Andy of Beverly Hills, that Bravo Cella episode, that's me. Go ahead and give that a thumbs up. We like it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it, and it's a newbie, so I get why he did it. Yeah, I understand. Oh, thank you. I understand, like, being new to the situation, why you might want to stand up, but like, I didn't. It wasn't for me. Oh, hold on, I lost the comment. Let me see. Oh, all I have to do is tap the screen. Okay, cool. So I just started episode 10 of Big Brother, and I'm having some issues with certain people. Go ahead and let us know who those certain people are, and let's chit chat about it. What about Sonia being so darn sensitive about Kenya being on time? I side with Sonia on this one. Like, you were invited to something. I'm sharing a piece of me with you. I'm asking you to be respectful of my time as you have asked me to be respectful of your time in the past. Like, I personally, I get it. I absolutely get it. Ooh, okay. Boom. 5 minutes until we really get started here on the good gossip of the week. But before we do, in honor of Married to Medicine, let us know in both chats on YT and here on TikTok, are you a showerhead girl or are you a toy girl? Go ahead, do that. That's what we... When you were practicing self-care, are you a showerhead girl or are you a toy girl? Listen, Mary, the husband is in the room for 2 seconds. He said hello and that this ain't his topic, and so he leaving. Mary said she is a toy girl. Ethiopian Goddess said both. I hear you on that. Hold on, I missed one. It seems to me damn near all of them are being fake towards toy. They definitely. Hi, Mr. House Husband. He really done left. He said, no, I came in at the wrong time. I'm going to go ahead on and leave. He also said to remind you that he will come say hi to you on live at 50K. So send this live to somebody, share it with somebody. We have 4 minutes before we get started. We are going to open up today's episode with some really... Mary said she heard you fading into the distance. Into some really good news. We're going to start off. Yes, you made it just in time, friend. We are going to start off with some big news that I have to share with you guys. So we are going to get started at 6:10. Let somebody know, if you know a chit chatter who is not either here on TikTok and or YouTube, let them know and tell them to come on in the room. If you are here on TikTok and you have a YouTube, please move over to YouTube. That would make me so happy. We are discussing Housewives of Atlanta, possible Porsha comeback. We are discussing Dr. Heavenly and Kari. I watched her podcast today. We are discussing, Dorit and Mauricio, and we are talking about reunion looks from Housewives of Dubai. Okay, so we getting in. We got some good news, some exciting news coming. A little surprisey prize for the channel, for the chit chatters here, if you will. So we will get started at exactly 6:10. Mary, I don't think I would mind her comeback. Yes. Tell me, yes, as we get ready to get started into the drama, tell me what you think about a possible Porsha comeback. Are you into it? Are you not here for it? Did you miss her? Do you think the show could go on without her? Well, we're going to be talking about, we also will be discussing Nene Leakes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I wish I had sound effects. Are you, whose footsteps are those? Hey.
What's up?
Sound effects would have made that. So we will also be discussing Nene Leakes.
That's
Ashley said, no, she can stay going, child. Tell me how you really feel. TikTok, let me know. Are we into a possible Porsha come back on Atlanta? Are we good with just not having her and just her little peekaboo moment on the Ultimate Girls Trip 3? I'd rather Phaedra come back, just like Sheree. Porsha didn't come back. Well, we know Phaedra is not coming back to Atlanta, at least for one more season, because they have put the money into the branding of making Kandi the OG right now, and Kandi will not film if Porsha is involved. So we unfortunately won't be getting that. But I do hear that there are some talks and some rumblings trying to make Phaedra happen in Dubai. So we don't know just yet if that would be a friend of capacity or if that will be a full-time cast member. But conversations are happening. All right, we are getting ready to get into it. I'm so sad Phaedra won't be back like tomorrow. We have Drew, younger housewife, and then they'll shell out the money on Porsha. We will also be talking about Drew, because I did want to say something that didn't make it into the recap about that. Okay, it is 6:10 if you are here on YouTube. We are breaking records over here. We have 5 people here on the YouTube and 4 likes. That is a live record. So thank you guys. If you are here on TikTok, thank you so much. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Send this to somebody. The goal here is to get this episode up to 10,000 likes for today. So if you could share a like, that'd be good. If you're a gift giver, all of the gifts go right back into the content. We appreciate all forms of engagement. Okay, so first housekeeping announcement. We have a show coming. We have a show coming to Roku TV with Nosy Bystanders. The channel will be called Nosy Bystanders TV. It also has a TikTok page now, so you can go, put your little fingers in, type in Nosy Bystanders TV. Therein will be the channel. She is partnering with some great content creators, and so together we will create a network and we will be giving you a show. So we've got a show coming. This show will not touch so much on all of the pop culture. We will be getting more of the housewife side of things, more of the real life side of things. So we will be getting some living room redecorations on a pocket friendly budget. We will be getting some home ec, some cooking, some drink recipes, some real chit chat, some real girl time. So Nosy Bystanders TV on TikTok, if you could give that page a like. That page is where you will get all of your updates. We have a commercial coming with me and all of the content creators that make up the channel, and they will be on that page. So woo! Thank you guys so much, especially here on TikTok. We are like 13,000 strong. I am blown away every day that y'all love to hear me run my mouth about shows that I watch, and so I appreciate it. We need you as a reunion host. Absolutely. Like, tell them, of course, did y'all go tag Stephanie? Because of course she come in the room after the Nosy Bystander announcement. Good job, boss. Hello. We just announced to them Nosy Bystanders TV here on TikTok. I told them we made the announcement about Nosy Bystander TV and that show that we have coming with you guys. And of course, I don't know if you got tagged, if you're just life works like that, but you came on in the building at the right time. So again, Nosy Bystanders TV here on TikTok. If you can go ahead and give that page a like, that's where you will be getting all of the updates about me and all of the other content creators that Stephanie is collabing with to bring you this amazing network. Thank you so much, Norm. Millichan, how you doing, girl? Okay, first and foremost, because we started off at Porsha, we are talking Porsha's $5 million alleged comeback to Atlanta. So, baby, gag is that Porsha is in her Bethany era, okay? She was like, I said no to the Super Bowl. You need me, I don't need you. Okay, so if I do come back, I need 5 million. Now, it is automatically being speculated that if Bravo does sign this $5 million deal, that they will cut airtime for her so that they'll be able to say like, oh, it was $5 million if you did this, or half of this. So people are speculating that she'll walk away someplace around the $2.5 million range. But I think at this point, with people like her husband, people like Bethany, like, I don't know if it's because of the drama, but y'all love to discredit how long Porsha has been on this show, how long she's been giving us good TV. Baby girl is not your new average reality show girl. Like, she understands how to negotiate. And the fact of the matter is, she's had a book, she's done the spinoff. Like, Bravo, Peacock people, they need Porsha a little bit more than she needs them. So she's in there. I don't know. I love me some Porsha. I didn't like how she acted on her spinoff show. That wasn't for me, but I love her. Let me see. Ashley, what do you say here on the YouTubes? She needs to spend that on a nanny to take care of the baby. I'm not doing you in the kid talk. I don't know how she's going to spend her 5 million. I don't know. But listen, I do know. Let me tell you this. You heard it here first. I don't know if she gonna get, let me talk to both cameras at the same time. I don't know if she gonna get a wedding spinoff, but I know if any of it is named Porsha's Family Matters and it is not named anything after her line, after the Pampered by Porsha, if this name don't make sense, I'm telling you, I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to be very upset. B Wilson says, I have an opinion. Sonya didn't do too bad for her first season. This is the show for her. Most times they're just rumors, especially with the season, when the season hasn't even wrapped yet. No, the season has not wrapped. Well, technically it has. And contracts should be coming out really soon. They're going to do a quick little turnaround in filming, and so I think this is the right time with the turnaround time. They're going from reunion into filming again, and so contracts will be going out real soon. Remember that I told you, you'll hear it in the news real soon. Let me see, we have a comment here on the YouTubes, and then we are going to move on to our next topic. Ashley said, you know, it's not going to at all, it's all over the place. It is all over the place, and whatever. JP, we are talking about Porsha's alleged $5 million comeback. She's okay, but at the reunion, I want her to be better, honestly. Definitely want her to be better. I don't think this is the platform for her. Thank you, King Kai, for bringing up Drew, because we'll take that and we'll circle into the Drew. Drew is a good fit, though. We need younger housewives to keep the franchise going. Chad, Carlos is giving very much, I'm still hurt. Very much, I'm crying, okay? I want to say I didn't get into it on any of the recaps, but if I were to film a bonus chit chat for this Atlanta episode, I would say that Drew is that girl in terms of her craft and in terms of her art. Every time Drew gets called to the carpet on a business 1-2 situation, baby girl bing, answers the call every single time. Candy went to sit with her to help with her her acting piece or whatever the case may be, and Drew showed you, not only am I an actor, but I also have a passion for this craft and I can teach you something. Like, to me, that felt like an old school housewife moment. And I really enjoyed that. My glasses behind my ear are like kicking my butt, but I need the blue light because of the lights. They be kicking my butt. So it's just like, you know, beauty is pain or whatever. Someone said Carlos King is giving Irv Gotti, and he absolutely is. Carlos would sooner end his podcast live on TV before he ever talk about Phaedra, but Drew knows how to work it. She does. They told her to sing happy birthday, and baby girl, I think one of the best little live impromptu ones that we've ever got from any of the singing housewives, I think it is Candy Worldwide. Absolutely. 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 Candy Soul Food soundtrack? Absolutely. Absolutely. She's worldwide. She's embedded in our motherfucking brain, bitch. No. Candy is that girl and will forever be that girl. Before we end out the Atlanta circle, tap the screen on both chats if we've heard any of the Nene drama this week. Not necessarily Nene and she's got receipts of Andy, but Nene and her lounge drama. Tap the screen. I'll wait a second. I'll read the comments. I got the t-shirt and the tumbler. Did you get it yet, friend, or is it still on the way? Do we think Marlo is an icon or an ex-con? We definitely know that Marlo is an ex-con, but hey, we are told that prison is supposed to be for rehabilitation and rehabilitation purposes. And so if that's the case, she has been rehabilitated. The surgery? Oh yes, the lounge. JP will forever, you will forever be my type of shady. Nope, what's the tea? Okay. So let's chit chat. So, well, we know Nene has the Lenithia Lounge in Atlanta, okay? Allegedly, it's not. Light goals are 10,000. Anything over that is just deeply appreciated. But light goals are 10,000, and goals are to get this YouTube page up. So if you have a YouTube, come. We are Housewives and Chit Chat over here. Okay, so allegedly the lounge isn't doing good. There's only people in there when Nene's in there and she brings the people. Those are the moments that we see on TV, but that's not the everyday situation. Because that's not the everyday situation, as Miss JP says here, they not getting their checks when they has been supposed to be getting their checks. And see, I don't know if any of y'all had ever worked restaurant, but the way this works is you make $2.13 an hour plus tips. When you don't make them tips, you're supposed to get some sort of check. Okay, cool. So apparently, in addition to all of that, in addition to it not being the happening place to work, one of the male employees put the paws on a female employee. And Nene's son, the one who got in trouble for stealing the razors and stuff, the son is in charge of the employees and the checks and all of that situation. Okay, he watched the paw putting happening and didn't say or do anything. Then proceeded to beg this young lady and ask her not to call 50. Told her that he knew that the other person was wrong, this, that, and the third. And then when her and her mom said, no, we're still gonna get, we still gonna get the law involved, he then flipped the script and is kind of like being rude to her and aggressive to her. And baby girl has all of the screenshots. Every single one. So that's not really looking good. Also, was it at Lenithia Lounge where Tamar and her new boo was spotted? Okay. Now, listen. This is what the son is a liability. This is what I'm going to say to you all. I'm going to tell y'all to go to Gossip of the City, either on Twitter or on Instagram. I'm going to tell y'all to sip the tea, and that's it. Don't tag nobody. Don't say nothing. Just go sip the tea about Tamar's new boo. All right, cool. Now, moving right along. Dubai reunion was taped And the fashion theme here was desert glam. Now, because I'm on both phones, not on my camera on my computer for the YouTube, it's hot tea too, child. Go sip it, okay? I can't show you the photos, but desert glam was the theme for the reunion, and I am here to tell you that, as King Kai said, Lisa and Chanel ate down. We expected that. I'm also here to tell you that I'm not mad at Nina and Sarah. They work inside of different bounds in terms of how they feel they should respect their religion and what that looks like for clothes. And I think in a modest way, not doing too much, being true to themselves, they understood the assignment. Now, what I am here to ask you all is, why does Staleberry have on a t-shirt dress? Why she look like she was auditioning? Y'all see how I flipped the hair? Why she look like she was auditioning for Ring the Alarm video? Who was she, dead ass Beyonce voice? What y'all talking about in the comments? Mary, the son is absolutely a liability. Devin said, "Hey, Devin. Hey, mama, come over." Devin said Nene should beat Candy to the punch, and then a Vanderpump rule. Yes, absolutely should have. Put your head in. Hey. Absolutely should have. But again, like someone said in the comments, Greg was the business-minded one. Yes, but we like a blessing of the cash app. We like a gift giving, whatever your form of engagement is, however you choose to engage. That's what we love. It was so tacky. It absolutely was, because wow. Did you get the invite? Did you read it? And did you RSVP? Because you RSVP'd and you said, yes, I'll come and attend, and then you still chose to wear that. It don't make no sense to me, but neither do her husband, who don't understand what an umbilical cord is or how the reproductive process works. So maybe she just don't like making good choices. Staleberry. Mary says, I do often see her and just giggle. Staleberry thinks she's a star, but in reality, she isn't a star. Listen, Staleberry thinks she's still on Ladies of London. And we're just not. We're not. And in fact, you had your Ladies of London girls come, and they didn't eat. They came to the table and did not clear. They came to the table and left crumbs. So it's like, I understand what you had thought was happening in your head, but when you didn't see that translating into IRL, at what point do you stop? Let's tap the screen, guys. The only one that can come in a t-shirt with Candy, wait, hold on. The only one that can come in a t-shirt is Candy with the I'm Worldwide. She's the only one who delivers. Devin says, I'm in love with Staleberry. I love this Staleberry stuff. You gave it to us. You will forever have the TM. They left the whole dessert. Did anyone expect anything different? I did expect a little bit more. I expected more. I was rooting for them. I was definitely rooting for them. In honor of Ladies of London, okay, like, do you believe, not me beating up the screen trying to get the comments up, I don't understand how she can miss the mark by so much. It's so awkward. It really is. I don't understand. Okay. Question of the day. Where does your sense of etiquette stop, okay? If you were in a situation like on Ladies of London, and if you don't watch, here you go, where you're invited to a dinner and they serve something that you've never eaten or you're not comfortable with eating. Hey, Queen, thank you. How you doing, Flatbook? Does your etiquette say grin and bear it, or does your etiquette say, excuse me, can I have a Caesar salad? Where are we with that? Are you eating something that you don't want to eat at a dinner party? That is the question of the day. And then after you answer the question in the chat, let's tap the screen. Nice little. Let's get to it. T. Michelle said no and won't. That's what we put. Excuse. Can a house salad will also do, please? Thank you. I pushed the food around a bit. It depends. It's not going in my mouth. It depends on what it is. I'm such a picky eater, but see, for me, I'm also the type of person that when I'm gonna RSVP, if there's no food options, I'm also going to get with the host to let them know. Or I'm gonna eat before I come. But like low class, whatever tag you want to put on it, you may put on it. You have my permission. But I'm not eating nothing I don't want to eat. I'm not eating no liver hearts, baby. I'm black and I don't even eat chitlins, okay? It ain't going down. I'm not doing no gizzard, no deer, no squirrel, no frog. I'm thank you. I'm good on a goat. Like, and it's not me downing anybody else's traditional or cultural food preferences or what they like or what they have access to. It's just, baby, good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. High end or low end, baby. I don't. It's a no for the liverwurst. It's a no for the anchovies. Baby, I'm grown. It's a no for the mushrooms. It's just a no. I'm not doing it. Okay. Speaking of not doing it, is there a second question of the day, and this just popped into my head, but is there ever a scenario where you could see yourself falling in love with a friend's spouse? Be it this person cried on your shoulder too much and this is how you came in, or just whatever. Do you see any situation where you could possibly fall into love, deep infatuation, or the bed with a friend spouse? I grew up in a traditional Brazilian home to where not eating was disrespectful, so it depends. And that's what I'm saying. I get it. I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't eat this, da, 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 da. But also because I grew up where things like that were like, also, if you don't eat, it's disrespectful. I know to communicate what it is that I do and don't want in front of me before we get there, if food options are not. Even if you invite me to your house, baby, I don't eat pork. I don't eat eggs. I don't listen. I'm coming with it. I'm coming with it. You gonna know. At my family for Thanksgiving, they have to make or any family get together, they have to make a separate potato salad without eggs for me. I don't eat eggs. I'm not doing it, and I'm going to eat some potato salad. Karamo from Queer Eye is getting his own talk show. I do like that for him. I enjoyed him when he was on Sarah Strahan and Kiki. No, Rachel says. On the setting environment, Pecan Tan says never. I'm asking what we're having, saying I can't eat certain foods. Never allow yourself to be in that situation, or it never happened. My mom used to make dinner and then something else for me that I listen. It's just certain stuff that I'm not eating. Okay, so let's move on to the falling in love with your friend situation. All right, thank you guys so much for the likes. You guys are so, David, stop it. Dorit and Mauricio, okay? So, this blind item has been flying around for a minute from Crazy Days and Nights that this one West Coast housewife would have the ultimate story if she knew that her husband was cheating on her with another housewife, okay? People flew crazy. They thought it was Dorit and Mauricio. Then Dorit kissed Mauricio's back on the show. Now Mauricio cares about color blocking and all of this. People have their eye on it, right? Okay, cool. So then Dana Wilkie makes a post, and it's like a play off of like a telenovela. What are those books? Like the telenovela books, the romance books, and all of that. And it's Dorit and PK's show. Our face shopped onto it. Hey, Mary and Devin. I love that the chit chatters are here. Okay. Dorit gets upset. She's in there like, how dare you? We have kids. Blase, 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 right? Then boom. Crazy Days and Night comes out swinging, and they're like, here's another blind item. Did you expect the cheaters to be like, oh, you caught me, we're cheating? Like, no, it wasn't going to go like that. So ask them about the Google numbers that they have for each other. Not me being on TikTok and YouTube like a weirdo. No, like a real chit chatter. We love it. So allegedly, Dorit and Mauricio have private Google numbers that they use for each other. And this is how they communicate off of the phone so that the spouses don't, whatever. Cool. Now, before we get deep into this story, I do want to say, if you're new here, I am very pro, we don't know the rules of their relationship. We can't just so cavalierly call it cheating because we don't know the rules of their relationship. Maybe everybody is involved and this is just not what they choose to film on the Housewives, right? Okay, cool. That being said, well, if you're gonna come in here, you gotta speak.
Hello, people.
That being said, you have Google numbers because you know that, like, you know what I'm saying? If it was all good, it wouldn't be a secret. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've read some blind items and I've heard some things that say that her and Mo do have an open relationship, and their rule is that as long as nobody gets caught. I've also seen some blind items of people saying that their friends used to mess with Kyle back in the day before they knew that Kyle was a housewife. This is before, season 1 of the Housewives or whatever situation. Maybe whenever she was in New York, they would get down. So again, maybe they just don't choose to film it, or who knows? At the end of the day, Bravo is still owned by NBC. Right? So when we have to look at certain things that get aired on the show through that lens, maybe they very well did want to be the first open couple on the Housewives, and NBC said, what we won't do is that. What we won't do is that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they can't. But so that's not the part that I'm too much concerned about. The part that I'm concerned about, or that I'm looking side-eyed, is that it's like, y'all playing in my face. Y'all got a Google number. We over here having couple dinners and y'all playing footsies up under the table. That's what we doing? That's how you want to play with me? Okay. Game, set, match. Mauricio wouldn't have a thing left of his name. I'd sue for houses that he got in escrow right now, baby. Don't finish the deal. That's what when I tell you I'm leaving out this month with more than half. It all belongs to me. No Monica or Brandy, baby. Try you. Now, it's one thing to cheat. You knew that was disrespectful. You knew I wasn't going to tolerate that. You knew the rules of our relationship didn't relationship like that. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead on and go, because I'm not in the practice of keeping nobody that don't want to be kept. It's another thing when you got me hanging out with the person that you making googly eyes with. You see what I'm saying? Now I don't have to tackle you because you're cheating. I'm tackling you because you was playing in my face. Huh? Why we all been at a couple's dinner and y'all was brown chicken brown cowling together? Why come we doing that for? That's what I want to know. You thought I was the 3. Turns out I am the 2 and the 1. Come get you some. Don't play reindeer games outside of Christmas if you don't know how to slay. That's all I'm saying, baby. Like Wendy and Kevin. Because do you want to fight? Why would you do that? Why would you make me do that to you? It's the way he instantly said to read, like, he just not caring no more. No, he not. This man said this secret has gotten heavy, heavy. Got so heavy, baby. Yeah, yeah. Heavy, heavy. DC, beat your feet. Now me crossing off the wrong thing. Okay, y'all. So let me listen. Okay, pause. Commercial break. I'm going to be on a podcast called Your Life in a Mixtape. Okay. With that podcast guy won, I think, here on TikTok. And it's a great show. It is a 21 question style Architect Digest type 21 questions, but every single answer is a song. So since I'm doing the podcast, I decided to make you guys a playlist. And one of the questions was best soundtrack of all times. And it was Dream Girls, cause they make me happy. Like, Dreamgirls. How is it? Got me a Cadillac, Cadillac, Cadillac. Got me a Cadillac Star. Like, how is that not one of the best podcasts? Norm, I swear for Jesus, when this becomes a real talk show, honestly, you're a producer. Like, you are in the producer room because the way that you come. Jimmy got a house. Jimmy got a steak. Jimmy want a piece of that chocolate cake. Like, one of the best. One of the absolute best. Moving on. I love you guys so much that I sat through 43 minutes. 43 minutes. 43 minutes of Dr. Heavenly's podcast. We hit 10K. This is where my husband should have the sound effects. Thank you, guys. I sat through 43 minutes of Dr. Heavenly's podcast on YouTube, her after show, her whatever it's called. Excuse me, so that I could come and talk to you guys about it. We thank you. You should thank me, Lauren. Lauren, it was painful, Lauren. Lauren, that hurt. It hurt so bad. It hurt. You did not have to do that for us. not just me, but like, no, for y'all. For you specifically. It was painful. What's your name? Big Girl for Life? That painful. Oh, BX. Sorry, BX Girl for Life, child. Not me making you big. Please tap the screen. Please tap the screen because I watched the show, child. 43 whole minutes. And what I am here to tell you is I am not a doctor. And so I don't want to misdiagnose anybody. Because not you trying to come in here and fight Ashley. No, Monique is very pretty. So thank you very much. But you know, it's Team Candace. What's that? I don't want to misdiagnose anybody or whatever. That's not my calling, my forte. But that baby girl, she needs a hug. Dr. Heavenly needs somebody other than Dr. Damon to love her. She needs to, thank you so much, Lauren. She needs to heal. Because hurt people do the things that she does. I don't even want to be as cliche as to say that hurt people, but let me just break it down to you. Kari Wells was on the after show. Now, okay, if you notice, all that Kari said last episode was passive aggressive. Thank you, BX girl. Was that Dr. Jackie was passive aggressive, right? Okay, cool. Well, according to Kari, she said more. At the dinner where Contessa was wearing the Chanel necklace and the cotton candy wig, she says that Contessa came for her. Okay, let me read the comments before we catch up. Oh yes, I love Candace. Who is your favorite housewife of all time? They go back and forth. I cannot pick, but when I had to answer this question this week, it is Shannon Medora. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh yes, I love Candace. Yes, we do. Thank you for your service. I can't watch more than 5 minutes. It was hard, friend. Now that we're seeing her daughter just getting older, I pray that she picks up the answer. Whatever. Listen, Norm is not off Kari eating while praying. I feel that it was disrespectful. I guess it just didn't bother me like that. Like, again, for me, it's just like, oh, that's how you, when you get to whatever your pearly gates is, you're going to have to answer for that. Man, why was you eating? Why is that my God voice? Why was you eating while they was praying and talking to me on the main line? And then you got to be like, because the swine was good. Didn't I tell you not to eat swine? Now I'm going to hell. Like, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to stop my prayer to turn around and be like, oh, you getting left behind? No, you grown. You so grown. You own multiple houses. I cannot do it. But anyway, Devin, is too late for her. She was a girl as a kid who had no friends, and she's grown with childhood trauma. Yes, absolutely. So Kari says that Contessa came for her because last season on Married to Medicine, when they were on their group trip, Contessa and her husband, Dr. Scott, had a room next to Kari, and she could hear them arguing. She confided in Toya, and then production showed up in front of Contessa's room. Contessa got mad with Kari because she felt as though Kari should have just came and knocked on her door and was like, keep it down, sis. And that didn't happen. She also was under the impression, and so was Dr. Heavenly, which is why her and Kari got into it. They were under the impression that Kari called production to the room when in fact Kari did not. Okay. So apparently Contessa went in on Kari for some time at that dinner when she was wearing the Chanel necklace, and none of that aired. So that's pretty much why she was overly quiet for the rest of the dinner, because Miss Ma'am was like, I'm just not going to engage with you. I just wanted to say, Contessa wearing that Chanel necklace with that cotton candy wig is exactly the market that Chanel made that Chanel necklace for. That's all I'm going to say. That cornered the market. That is exactly who they was talking to. But why is Kari still lingering on the show? And that's what we all want to know, because it didn't answer that. It didn't answer why are you still here. She says she has fun. She says that she enjoys being a friend of. She doesn't want to, hey Leo, she doesn't want to be a full-time cast member because that's too much. But she does enjoy being a friend of. If now you've been in this, you done came in here for 2 seconds and came in and instantly threw the shade, baby. I love it. Costume jewelry. Yes, it was. Oh, yes. Okay, thank you. We got 10 minutes left. Thank you for reminding me. We got to talk about Audra. Okay, so also in the Dr. Heavenly podcast, now, this made sense to me. This made it all make sense to me. Audra's 32. Audra is 32, and she is already an accomplished lawyer and most recently a homeowner. And to me, that describes, because I could not figure out why she was so bothered by Toya's joke. Was it a bad joke? Absolutely. Does Toya deserve to be read every now and then? Absolutely. But it didn't give all that Audra gave at the table. But when it's so new to you and you've clearly worked so hard, she is a practicing lawyer at the age of 32. She did all of this relatively early, and she sacrificed a lot. So I get it. I still think it was too much, but I do understand now what it's rooted in. We don't need Kari when we have Ardra. We really didn't even need Ardra, but don't let me get started. I'm so sick of Chanel necklaces and the backwards earrings and the Housewives. It's absolutely enough. And the gloves. It's absolutely enough. Hey, friend, you already know I had to. I know how you do, friend. It's okay, and I love it. What show are we talking about? Just hopped on. We are currently talking about Married to Medicine, but we've moved through all of the shows. Whew, 32, that's a lot. Yes, it is. To me, it was giving, she was absolutely wanting a moment. Absolutely. And I get that you have to pander to the cameras and all of that. These glasses are really on my nose. I get that you have to pander to the camera and all of that, but it's just like, now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. Also, let me tell you something. I don't care if it's at a table or during sexy time. That whip, it had a mind of its own. It went left and then came back right, and then it was on the table like that. Don't hit me with that. It was very much given, what's your name, boy? Don't hit me with that. Cause I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna hit you, and it won't be a brown chicken brown cow type of hit. Stop. It won't be that. I will be turning around to knock your dome off your eye to readjust you. This puny amputate gone. I'm not. Oh, don't do that. She's absolutely giving me heavenly. And you gonna say that's why heavenly brought on. Listen. Also, Kari said on the little podcast, she said that the man in the little shop was weird, and she said that Toya and Anila talking about their preference between shower heads and toys was weird. Whereas to me, I liked that moment. I felt like, not me having a burp, excuse me. I felt like it was real. I like the reality TV that gets us the closest to reality, that gets us the closest to these moments, the 1-2s that you have with your girls. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that gave that. That's what we're talking about. Ooh, friend. No, you got to get that one. No, did you see the rose? Like, these are the conversations that we are having. Hey, queen. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed accomplished women being able to sit down and have a conversation about something that has become so stigmatized, when in reality it's not. At the end of the day, whether it's boring, whether it's fun, whether it's with 2 people, whether it's with 5 people, y'all out there fucking now. Don't be mad at me, okay? Y'all doing it. We might as well talk about it. Hey, friend, how are you? I'm good, friend. And I so agree. We might as well talk about it, because at the end of the day, listen, my mom told me, and I know this was back in the day, but this proves my point that it's still happening. There are people who were sheltered. There were people whose parents didn't talk to them about certain experiences. We all didn't have the same birds in the bee conversation. So, like, my mom was telling me in college, there was this girl, her roommate was messing with this guy, and he was like, he don't like protection. It don't work, so you could just use Vaseline, and the Vaseline is thick enough to clog up the hole, so you won't. Obviously, that's a lie. But she did. You know what I'm saying? There's still people out here like, oh, I don't have protection. We could use this saran wrap. So have these conversations in these open forums to let people know that they're not weird. Let people know that these things are happening and that they're not alone. Like, that's what creating community is about, in my opinion. Yes, it seems like an actual friend group, and that's why this season is so good. Yes, it felt real, and that's why I like Married to Medicine. They're real friends. Yes, except Quad, she uses them. No, Quad is there on assignment. Quad is there to work. And Quad told us that when she was like, I've never met a group of friends like the ones I did at Sister Circle. Had them girls sad because they thought they was friends. Quad there to catch her check. Them people not her friends. Them people is not her friends. I love Married to Med, but I love Quad and Simone the most. Listen, Simone understands the assignment. She does what she needs to do. I love me some her. Also, she did have to humble herself, but she did let us know that them girls on Married to Medicine was just her friends. Married to Med is just, again, name another one, just like Potomac. Name another season that has been able to go for so long with so many OGs. And they very rarely bring in friends of. Very rarely. Contessa was the new girl, and now she been there 2-3 seasons. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Anila could have left. She didn't need to come, but she came. Whatever. Without Heavenly, the show would be dry. Tell us how you really feel. Listen, Dr. Heavenly did that stupid little laugh and talked to us and had that high-pitched voice. Excuse me, that's why I get for talking about people. About choking on my spit. She talked to us the whole 43 minutes like that. Listen, each and every one of y'all in this live, I'm putting the pause on you. Made me watch that podcast. Heavenly knows the assignment, but to be honest, Big Heavenly was nicer. Big Heavenly was definitely nicer. She was more humble. Before we get up out of here, though, congratulations to Adrienne Bailon. Her and Israel Houghton welcomed a new baby into the world, Ever James Houghton. And his little hashtag is happily ever Houghton. I thought that was so cute. I didn't think the U-Haul joke was funny. But, you know, she did what she had to. Yes, Ever James Houghton, after rounds and rounds of IVF and unfortunate miscarriages, they were able to welcome in a healthy baby boy into the world via surrogate. And I love that for her. I love her little YouTube channel. I am an avid watcher, so I was very, very happy. I like what she's trying to do for herself and for her brand post the real, and I enjoy that. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you guys. While we have 5 minutes left, let me know in the comments if we missed anything. If you want to touch on anything while you're typing that out, I will do some housekeeping. If you are not following us over here on YouTube, Housewives and Chit Chat on YouTube, please, please, please come. I did touch on Drew. I just wanted to say that I thought that I like her. I like the fact that she can sing down on command. I like the fact that she's actually a student of acting. I love that. I am so ready, baby. I am going to be here. Now, if y'all are old school chit chatters, you know the original book was pink. Amen. Amen. The original book was pink. But this book is purple. We haven't ripped any pages out of it. This book is the holy grail of chit chats. If there is a chit chat that has happened, if there is a recap that has been posted, if there is a podcast that I'm on and we are talking about it, it is in this Anota book. We ain't talk about Marlo mentioning Porsha. When did she mention Porsha? On Watch What Happens Live? When did she mention Porsha? Jog my memory. Housewives and Chit Chat on YouTube. Nosy Bystanders TV on TikTok. That is where my show is coming to. Now, guys, we're real serious, okay? I'm not selling merch. I'm not selling you guys anything. This is what I'm asking you guys to support. The show will be on Roku TV. It is behind a paywall. So I'm asking you to support me in that way. I'm not selling any t-shirts. I don't have any tumblers, any of that. I'm asking for your support via the show. As you guys know, I like to be very mindful and respectful of everybody's coins. I know we're all working hard. I know everything outside is expensive. And so I purposely made the decision not to have merch because I knew this was in the pipeline. And so I do hope that you guys can, if you can. If you can, if you want to, support me by following and subscribing for the Roku channel, which will be Nosy Bystanders TV. You can get all of your updates for that channel via Nosy Bystanders TV here on TikTok. We will have a commercial coming with you for you guys. Yes, I have Roku TV. I have Roku TV on my Amazon stick. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. October 31st. It'll be a spooky arrival, darling. I don't have a spooky episode planned for you guys, but that sounded good. So Housewives and Chit Chat on YouTube. We are trying to build up the YouTube community. When we get to 1,000 followers on YouTube, I will be able to own my content. So again, just asking you to support in the form of a follow. If you know somebody who is interested in what we're talking about, just ask them to follow. I just want to be in a position where as I entertain you guys, I can also have all of my cards to myself. So Housewives and Chit Chat on YouTube is the biggest. I am trying to build that up over there. And then Thursday, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, we will be here on TikTok, a show about nothing. Me, real boring housewife, and she's having a baby. We will be covering Big Brother, Housewives of Dubai, tonight's episode of Housewives of Dubai, tonight's episode of Beverly Hills, all of that good jazz over there. So yeah. I think that's it. You can catch me on The Real Andy of Beverly Hills on YouTube. If you want to see the Bravo Cella episode, also Real Andy of Beverly Hills on Instagram. Also follow me on Instagram, Housewives and Chit Chat on Instagram. Let me know if you liked this format. Shall we do this on Wednesdays? Do you want to do this on Wednesdays? Do you want to chit chat like a this on Wednesdays and just do a little pop culture Housewives and Chit Chat Housewives and Chit Chat roundup? Yes, a show about nothing tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern right here. Yes, Mary. Okay, we like the support guy. Okay. Say no more. Okay. I love this. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice when you think you're giving people something that they will love. It's another thing when people actually love it and when they engage with you back. I really, really appreciate that. So this was, let's write this down, 6 p.m. Eastern. Give you a little chance to go, oh, I don't know. Friend, I'm not telling them yet. Because the anxiety got to me. These Pelotons is expensive. I was right there. It's in the cart. It's in the cart and everything. And then I just could not hit submit. I could not hit submit. And I don't want to work out with y'all if I'm not working out on my Peloton. I know that sounds so petty, but that's how I feel. Okay, I said it. I enjoy the lives, especially when I come home from work from these kids. Are you a teacher, friend? Do you teach the yiddies? I didn't tell you. I'm so sorry. I couldn't do it. I don't know. I might. Sub that for this. So, let's hold this for a minute. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern, a show about nothing. Please come follow me on YouTube and go get something to eat, go get something to drink, refill your cups, and go watch the shows tonight. I am Housewives and CC on Twitter. I'm going to try and get a little bit of live tweeting in between taking notes for this show. But Housewives and CC, Housewives and Chit Chat, it was just too long. So Housewives and CC on Twitter. Follow me. Other than that, recaps will be posted at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then we'll do a show about nothing at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Love you guys.